A1 Raceway, Grantham, for the very last round of the UK Shortcourse Nationals. It's been a bloody long time since we've done any videos because I've been too busy working and all that sort of stuff. So just a quick intro. We're on our way, we're in Big Grantham, we've got all the kit loaded up. We're going to be there in about an hour or so, go and meet the lads. Most of them are there already. Big Trev was there last night with a bottle of whiskey, so I'm interested to see what sort of a mess he's going to be in when we get there. Whether he's alive and still breathing, that'd be interesting to see. And then yeah, good to see the rest of the boys. Pete, you got any thoughts on it, mate? Sideman Pete?
I'm just going to get battered.
What's that?
Just going to get battered.
What's that?
Just going to get battered.
That's standard. If you know Pete, that's normal. Here we are then. The private road leading up to the track.
On the gate.
Fucking hell, yeah, gate's half open. Moto 101 also have a big motocross track thing here. They share it as well.
You are going the wrong way down the street.
Thank you, Doris, for your input, but I don't think it's relevant right now. Don't know what I'm indicating. There's nobody around me. There's nobody around.
Oh, there's a motorcycle coming up.
Ah, Jesus Christ, mate.
I bet that's not...
Come on then. Got short side. Hopefully they've sorted this road out a bit because I don't want my van getting too messed up, you know what I mean? Oh. We've got round in this field here. Right then, mate, we've did a bit of Darth Vader. Oh, hello, the fire coming out of his face. You right there, mate? He's on fire.
I'm good, mate.
Sweet. Gently does it, down the lane. See some of the boys up the rostrum already. Get a few cheeky practice runs in. Oh, Big Kev's up there. You can see him, he's got the old straddle on.
Yeah.
Like he stood over a milk crate. Loves it, he does. Where's all our guys then? Where's that crew? Yeah, back. Let's go pick the Big Trev. Oh, there's old Dave. Hey! There's Big Trev. Big Trev Racing is here. Hey! Hey! Big Trev Racing! Here he is. Hey!
A few wasps there, mate. Fucking hell. Got a few wasps there, mate. Got a few wasps there, mate.
Oh, yeah, it's fine. Say hi to the vlog, Trev. Tell you what, I was feeling a little bit down and then I just saw the Teamkirk van coming down. Sit, mate. Fucking have it.
Have it. No, I've got one with wasps around there, mate.
Is it a bit waspified, mate?
Yeah.
Been around all day, so I've got a few plate of Coca-Cola over on the back. Yeah, that'll do. Right then, lads. Right then. We're all set. We've got a beer in hand. That means we are good to go. Teamkirk's having it. Big Trev's all set. He's been here since last night, mate. He's super chill. And then we got me and Pete. I had a little gaff there. Just cut the table, so we need. So I feel like I need to explain why my car looks the way it does. With the old cable ties all hanging out. I've got elastic bands on the go. I've got little plastic discs and whatever. It's just madness. Well, the last 3 rounds, all I did was lose body clips like they were going out of fashion. Massively. It was a real nightmare. This body shell is an old one that I made for my little one, Lewis, a couple of seasons ago. And the holes weren't quite right for the body post setup in the newer truck. So I've just basically forced it on there, and I think as soon as you take a hit, it's just popping itself off, which is obviously a pain in the ass. So we've got some cable ties holding all that end on. We've got a bit of drift stitch on the go round here because the whole thing just split through a paint cut line, which is a pain in the ass too. So that's why it looks the way it does. But under here is a brand new chassis which I bought at the beginning of the year because I don't know if I did an update, but last season all my stuff got stolen out of my garage, so I had nothing, literally nothing. Plus I'd retired, so that obviously played a part as well, me not bothering to go racing, so I had nothing on there. But yeah, so I had to buy a brand new kit and I had no body shell, and I was just like, you know what, let's just go racing, let's go and enjoy it. So we just stuck on what I had left over from the old gear. So that's why the captain's running a blue shell and why it's not red like it should be. Right then, people, the time is 4:30. Me and Pete have been here since about, I don't know, 1 o'clock. We actually haven't been on track yet. There's a good reason for that. It is the fault of Mr. San Miguel. It's his fault. My charger had a dicky fit. KB's come and we've sorted it. There's the old tipper. Kira's had to lend him her transmitter because he forgot it. Didn't you, KB?
Yeah.
What else did you forget, mate?
Batteries as well.
Batteries as well?
Yeah.
So what are you running on this weekend? Fresh air?
Speckled hen. Hopes and
Yeah,
dreams.
Speckled Hen. Powered by Speckled Hen.
MG all the way.
On behalf of Big Trev Racing.
I'm on San Miguel.
Oh, Pete's on the San Miguel. What are you drinking, Keats? What are you on? Buxton? That's round here, isn't it? Is that not local, Buxton?
Derbyshire, isn't it?
Derbyshire.
Derbyshire's finest.
That's near here. That's near here.
Close enough.
That's near here.
It's closer than Evian.
Yeah, so what we got here, KB? What we got? Talk us through your car, mate.
So running the TEKNO 410.3
Boom.
with a couple of the updates with the Ackerman plate and also the high roll centre hubs.
Wide
and
steering.
And the
LF,
low frequency
yeah.
springs.
LF springs.
Been running them all year.
You can buy all of that gear from RPRC.
Yeah, and the
RPRC Distribution.com.
and the indestructible SRT servo running BH9022.
I think that's the same as mine, is it? What have I got in mine? Is that the one I bought for you? And I had to replace because I broke my old one. Let's have a look. I can't see what I got. Yeah, she's a 9022. Full of grass because we've got a combine harvester giving it stacks on the field up in the background there.
We've got a shell here, held together by cable ties and hope.
Oh, I just did a bit of that. I've done a little vid on that earlier.
Cable ties and hope to get us into the... I think you're in a strong position for fourth or third place this weekend.
Funny you should say that.
Cable ties and drift stitch for the win. Oh, hello. What we got on the go here?
Mine's had to undergo external work to keep
Oh,
it together.
is that got shoe gooey up in there?
Yeah, the back end's solid now.
Oh,
It ain't
mate,
going.
loving that.
External shoe.
This is a Delta Plastics shell from Italy. Is it Italy?
Yeah.
Yeah, Italy. These
Grazie,
things.
ragazzi. Forza Ferrari.
Forza Ferrari. Forza fucking thick plastic. These are massively thick plastic. So what was it, 1.5 mil?
1.6.
1.6 mil Lexan. I mean, they are beasts. When it comes to Lexan shells, they are the don. So, yeah, we're just... KB's only just arrived. We're getting him sorted out. Well, I say we are. He's sorted himself out. I'm just watching. Tekin RX8 Gen 2. Yep.
So KB,
The one and only for
on video,
SCT.
what are you going to give Kira for saving your bacon?
I'll buy her a bacon sandwich in the morning or something. And a can of Coke for when she goes home, so she'll be bouncing off the walls.
Happy days. Kev will love that.
So,
Kara, talk me through your stickers on your thing, your little faces. What's going on?
This is Daddy when he doesn't win.
Yeah,
this
that's
is Carter when he can't come racing. And this is me when I win.
min. You gotta love that, hey. Hey! Teamkirk Racing. We're having it this weekend. Shortcourse Nationals. There's a track somewhere here. Actually, I'm going to take a little walk.
It's coming back again, it's coming back again.
Going to take a little walk just now because I actually haven't even seen the track yet. Is Kev? Say hello, Kev.
Hello, Kev.
You sexy bitch, you. So, as I said, there is a track here. The A1 team, well, Kev and Kira, spent about a day or two getting rid of all the water off the track because we got waterlogged midweek, but oh shit, I can't even see.
We don't have that problem today. Today our problem is haze and dust. Going to make the surface a little bit slippy.
What's he doing? Is he bailing for hay up there?
I don't know what he's doing.
I've got a song about that.
Bailing for hay.
Hey, what's wrong with you? You're looking kind of brown to me. Yeah, I was not a singer. I'll stick to driving vans.
So some big changes to
But
the
to be fair, Jesus Christ, what's going on? It's madness, this is. I actually can't see for grass dust.
Let's go look at the new features on the track.
Big Trev, track walk, let's have it.
Track walk. So
Whoa, what is this?
We've got a huge kicker going on here.
That's kick ass.
It's a big kicker. It's a straddle the kicker.
You have to straddle it, is that right?
Well, it's too big for me. I can't handle that kicker.
That looks to me like a roller. You cannot hit that.
It's a power rod, land on the down ramp, and then accelerate away from the down corner.
Accelerate for what? All of 2 meters?
Well, you could be gaining points a second there.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, hold the camera. Hold the camera. Oh, he's marshalling. Oh, in the leg! I missed that. Oh, mate, that's hilarious right there. Oh, we just had a quick interlude there because Big Trev got smashed in by a truck coming around the corner. I was just going to say, this bit of the track here, if you look, it used to go round back there, up there, onto the banking, right on the right-hand corner. Get my hand out of the way. See where they're coming now? And then we used to actually come all the way across the back and then down round here, and then straight into this jump here.
Tabletop all the way up.
But you'd tabletop this little bad boy, and then you'd go round to the right, and then you'd come in on the infield, and then you'd have a little bit of jazz going on.
Big Trev's
But
going to show you how it goes. You go up, tight turn, hit the brakes, come round.
mind out of the way of that, it's going to hit you again, mate.
I'm not expecting to do a little track, sorry. Accelerate, have a little jump, land on the down ramp, going through the corner.
That's over the ramp, gunning down and running through the corner, yeah? Okay, I get you. So now where the problem is, they've stuck this pipe there. Now I'm pretty certain on my first lap, I'm probably just going to clear that pipe and carry on going as though I'm doing the old layouts. But
so for club nights at A1, they do a joker lap where you can just gun it over.
do they seriously do that?
Seriously do
That's
that.
sick.
And you miss
Cut out.
Cheeky little jump.
What's that, about 30 metres of track?
Yeah.
It's got one pulling in, Trev's going to get beaten again. Boosh, have some of that. Right, so I'm just going to have a quick little walk over here because this is another new feature on the A1 circuit. I think Mark Wager and Kev Jones were the main orchestrators behind this little gig right now. We've got like a little patio area. There's no barbecue on it, so I'm guessing you just got to drive around it. But that's kind of where we're at. So here comes the dust. We can have a barbecue on the patio. Sick. Yeah, defo. I'm going to get blinded by the combine again. Jeez. Right, going off.
From Jamaica to the world.
So it's been here quite a while now, actually. What time is it?
A to the L to the I to the G.
Oh yeah, it's gone 7.
Can't believe you just got
I've had a couple of beers. Pete's had several. Can you tell? Pete, have you been on track yet?
Not yet, mate. I'm waiting for all my budgets to come in.
Why not?
Carlos has had some truck repairs. So,
We've been out.
You've been out.
So's Carlos.
Yeah,
Trev, you been out?
Yeah, but
I've been out, I'm out.
You've been out.
Yeah,
out.
Yeah, but you're selfish.
I'm out, mate.
Yeah, I know that.
We're all team players, apart from you.
Mate, I'm the only eye in this
Listen, we
team.
can't find them, but anyway, he's got this Z900 and you know what they're like.
Yeah, then.
So KB, what the fuck's going on here, dude? That looks like a different car, mate.
It is.
What
Because it's previously owned by
Ah, look at that! Hey!
number
Look at that!
77, original
boy.
Teamkirk member.
That chassis right there's got pedigree. That was my 3rd place car for the last 2 seasons that I sold to Carlos when I retired, and then instantly regretted it. When I decided, I was retarded at that point because when I decided I was no longer retired, I was like, damn, I need a car, and I don't have one, so I had to buy a new one.
So what's
So,
going
are
on?
we good to go now, KB?
What's going on?
Think so.
Do you know what's happening tomorrow?
Oh,
Oh dang! Look, check out this diff mount. Look! Get your hand out of the way. Look at that sexiness from America. Yes. Air guards for the win.
So when are you getting?
SRT servo available from RPRC Distribution.com.
How many trophies?
It's another 9022. Massive power, massive speed, super duper turbo. It is the Don.
We should in Marshall.
and there's 30 grams of weight
Anyway,
in
we
the
can't
back.
find it, but you know he's got
Oh, yeah.
a good bike out there.
Don't forget that sucker.
I think the viewers may have
It's
seen
all
this
there,
before. I
mate,
did a
it's
video
all
on that.
there.
No rear brace on the chassis and a little cheeky 30 grams of weight in
Why
there.
no rear brace?
Well,
There's a long story there, Trev.
more mechanical grip.
It just works better, mate. That's the short version. It just works better. Although that said, look, I'm running with one in this car.
That's because you're gay!
Gaya!
And last round, I set the fastest lap in every single round of racing for all 7 rounds. So I couldn't string it together for more than 1 round, mind. But hey.
It's only because everybody ran out of battery.
No.
Yeah,
Even with a bent car, he still gets it round.
mate, my geometry was all over the shop. I think she's now pretty square. Well, I say square, it's not really the best term, but each end is now the same as it, well, each side on each end is the same as it ought to be.
Fast track setup.
So it's all good.
It's
So-
not because there's tables on the piss.
No, we've had the levels out and my table is straight as a die, son.
It's not because the
And it ain't a Hoover. Right, we'll get some on track video in a minute. Me and Carlos will probably go out and we'll have a little flap about and a little mess around.
Teamkirk
Be all good.
selfish fuckers.
So we're running Schumacher mini pins.
Right.
Couple of rows off each side on the front. Single row off the back there.
Turbo.
No fannings available, I'm afraid. So yeah, let's see how it goes. I've got a brand new set of tyres somewhere. These ones right here. They've not actually been on the car yet all season. I bought them. These ones I've ran all year and they've been absolutely fantastic. But they're just not working very well here today, so we're gonna sort it out. It's getting late in the afternoon. 7:30. Me, Carlos, Dave, and maybe even Pete are about to go and have a little last sesh of the afternoon. See how we get on. To be fair, we're not really that bothered about practicing. We're just getting on the beers and having a laugh, innit, Dave?
That'll do me.
That'll do me too. What are we having for tea? Carlos, what's on dinner?
Kebab, mate.
Kebab. Is it all about the dirty doner?
All the way.
Oh yes.
Chicken sheesh if you want a healthy option.
Chicken shish. Shish kebab. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's a movement. We've got movement. Oh. Oh. Whoops. There goes my mini pit. Oh no, we're tied up together, look.
All he's got to do is just, you know.
You see you getting.
I've just spat stones at him.
That live will go too.
Oh, we're alright. We're all good. We're all good.
Pants and think fucking crap.
We're following the guys. It's Teamkirk A1 Racing, and it's yeah, it's a team lockout.
I thought you were gonna have a go at full drive.
We've got Dave Cora,
Slowest of the bunch.
ex-team member. Yep. Cheers, buddy. So let's look at the track. It's a good track. Okay, downstairs we got Teamkirk trucks. Here we go, Teamkirk, Teamkirk, Teamkirk! Let's go, let's go, let's go! Little bump there, gonna catch a few people out. We're getting tight into there. Oh, these guys are going fast. Ooh, a little bit wide. Let's forget the track, and let's go for driver profile.
Am I gurning?
Nope, you're looking good.
Oh, well, actually, it's a bit better on the
It's
brake.
got one of those filters on it.
Yeah.
Slim ones.
Oh, fucking hell. I
Oh,
got right
in the way, whatever. Whatever.
I'm off the pipe. Mate, I've lost it. You will have me. Like an absolute bag of kippers.
Oh! A little bit tricky there on the jump, a little bit tricky on the jump. Oh, how did you do that? Dave, how did you manage that?
Okay.
Alright, mate.
Well, we having a fucking torch off.
Don't know. What's the time, man?
The time is
8:10.
race time.
This little torch on it's quite bright, isn't it?
Fucking tell me about it. The cunt's got his full beams on.
Yeah. So it's race day. Everyone's going to be feeling a bit crap, I think, today.
I feel super. Super trooper.
Right, I'll keep this short and sweet. In a race. Yeah, potty van, toilets, Dave the first aider, final signature and race control, usual formats,
Fernando.
I'm going to run the meeting really quickly with breaking the weather.
Fernando Brandish.
Loop is there, thank you Uncle Kev. Cars on the table. Cars on the table after your heat. Hit round one way, no messing around, otherwise I'll beat you off individually.
Beat you off?
How's the hangover crowd?
Yeah. Too loud.
Come in. Yeah.
Wherever you want.
I'll be in the van.
We've got some marshal points. I don't quite know where the rest of them have gone.
Well, Sunday morning, driver briefing's done. Getting all the trucks prepped up. Pete had a bit of an issue, he broke a front hanger in the drag racing last night, so his car's almost back together now, just wants some tyres on it I think. And yeah, we're ready to go. I'm going to run the mini pins I think for the first round. Although the rain is threatening to come down.
What, your 4 mil is?
But we're going to have a little go with the Schumacher mini pins. They should work, hopefully. We'll see what the track's doing. It could get a bit wet as the day goes on, but we don't know yet. We'll have to just play it by ear.
What's the plot?
Yep, it's A1. It's windy and it's raining. 2-wheel drive first heat, ready to go. Whoa! So as per normal at A1, it is raining. So naturally the chat turns to tyre talk. What do you do? What do you do? Blue compound mini spike, mini pin even, sorry.
What are you thinking?
Simply not going to work in this weather. So the options we have is a silver compound mini pin, silver compound spiral, or a silver compound mini spike. All Schumacher tyres, super duper grippy, great in the wet weather, but it's the treads that make a bigger difference I think in the wet. The lugs on the spiral are massive, so they cut through down to the Astro better. Generally that's the go-to tyre when it's fully wet, but we're at that stage where the track isn't waterlogged, it isn't completely soaking just yet, so it's just surface moisture. So at the minute I'm thinking maybe one of these two, spike or pin, silver, with the option to then go to the full spiral when the weather decides it's going to proper chuck it down, which no doubt it will do. Right, so we've done one round of qualifying and it was terrible. I went out on the mini spikes, silver compound, and they were shocking. I could do about, I don't know, 20% throttle anywhere. It's absolutely awful. So made some changes now. I've dropped the suspension down, one on the top, out one in the bottom on the rear. Chuck the rear brace out, try and get a bit more flex, see if we can generate some grip that way. I'm not going to mess around with the diff setup because it is going to dry again. I think over the next couple of hours it's going to dry up. So there's absolutely no point messing around with the internals, might as well just drive around it for now. Pete, how did your first run go?
Not too bad. I had a lot of grip from the front, but the rear end was just driving around with slicks on.
What tyres were you running front?
I was running pinpoints, new pinpoints on the front, and I was running worn pinpoints on the rear.
Oh, sweet deal. KB's helping Trev get the wet setup dialed in. Try and get that sorted out for the next round and see if we can go any better. I haven't even looked at the results yet, so I don't know where we're at. Hang on, let's go and have a look at that now. So this is the result for the first round, Heat 7 four-wheel drive. So Michael Spindley, Darren Boyle, Jonathan Zemansky, Kev Jones, then me, then Carlos, and Gareth. So I started 5th, finished 5th. Now considering the tyres I was on, I'll take that. So I'm on my truck, 5, 6, Very slow. Look at that. Off the pace massively. What was the fastest lap there? We had a 38.5, 38.3 from Darren. 38.3 is the quickest, so yeah, miles off the pace. That's it, we're just about to go out for round 2. I've removed both the centre and rear chassis braces, and I've also taken a bit of a risk and removed the front anti-roll bar. So it's going to be interesting to see whether or not it gives me any steering, and if it does, whether it introduces too much body roll. So, because it's really light now, and obviously it doesn't pick the other side up like it used to. So no anti-roll in the front, so let's see how we go. We just went up there to the rostrum to go out for round 2, and the track's now dry. Everyone's coming off and they're all running dry tyres. So we've gone back to the dry tyres. I've put the anti-roll bar back on the front. I'm leaving the braces out and I'm leaving the softer rear because it's still going to be a bit greasy. So hopefully we're not a million miles off on the setup. Okay, so I've left most of the setup the same after round 2. Went faster, loads faster. I did a 34 something lap, but problem we had was too much bloody grip now. So grip rolling everywhere, driving like an absolute tool for the most part, really, just getting caught up on pipes, trying to find lines and stuff. So I think I came about 8th in that round, so that weren't so great, but overall not too bad. I've moved the shocks up 1 position on the rear end, just so lean them up, stand them up a little bit more, try and get a bit more, well, a little less grip rather, and we'll see how that goes. So next round in a few minutes. That's it. So that was round 3. Boyle, Spindley, Jones, Szymanski, me, Carlos, Gareth. I don't know how I managed to come ahead of Carlos there, but you had a bit of a mare in the last lap, didn't you?
Lost 7 seconds, so it lost me 4th place.
Yeah, so where are we overall? So what's that? That's 2-wheel drive. 4-wheel drives are here, so we are 5 and 6 respectively at the moment. What have we got there? Oh yeah, we've got 5 and a 6 and 5 and a 6 each.
7, 4, 5, 8, 9.
Oh well, we can do better. There's one more round to go. So is this last round of qualifying?
Yeah. Shit or bust.
Yeah. So heat 6, 4-wheel drive, round 4 of qualifying. Liam actually jumped that entire middle section there. He come up and jumped into that little section there.
Interesting.
Some good skills.
1, 4, 6.
So we've got Saul Hocking, Dave Cora, Trevor, Kev and Liam. Yeah, see, look, he just does a little jump. Liam's got through, Kev.
4, 5, 6, 1.
No change in the lead.
Leader on lap 2.
Oh, the leader's over, Dave's through. Trevor's through. Oh no, that is so unlucky. All by 1 car managed to get past the leader. That is so unlucky, man. So in the round 4 of qualifying, I was only marginally quicker than Carlos there, managed to get onto the 9th lap. Fastest laps there or thereabouts, everyone's in the 34s mostly, so the track is getting faster. Just got behind Jonathan again, but couldn't finish ahead of him. So in the end, this was the final listings. after round 4. So you can see, let's have a looky here. Right, yeah, so me and Carlos both got a 10 each. I got a faster time, but Carlos takes 5th over me because he got a 3 and a 7, and I got 2 5s as the best scores. So he does me by default because he got a 3rd in round. So fair play to him. Always beats me on his own track. Let's see if we can nail him in the finals. So qualifying's finished. Carlos got 5th. He just pipped me to 5th, and I'm 6th on the grid. Finally got the setup sorted, I think, to some degree, but every single round, first lap, just driving like an absolute fool, hitting pipes, sticking on its roof, getting stuck, and then being marshalled, losing a ton of time, then catching up Carlos and Jonathan. But it's taken me like 4 minutes to catch him up from all the time I lose in the first lap. So then it's just playing a game of trying not to crash again and try and take home as many points as I can. So we're into finals now. We're just waiting for the finals to kick off, and I do better in finals than I do in qualifying generally. I fucking hate qualifying. It's rubbish, isn't it? So yeah, see how we can get on. Then first round of the A final. Look at all these tall fuckers. Here comes Johnny. Hey! I'm gonna catch you in this one. I'm gonna catch you. KB's gonna smash me up.
Yeah, boy.
Cora's just gonna wait till everyone crashes, and him and Wager are just gonna fucking hoon through.
With my spirals up.
Here's the rest of the boys. Look, this is what the front of the grid looks like. Well, no, some of it. I don't know where Gary's at. He's not in the front.
He's on heat.
He's moonlighting. He just wants to get a good spot on the rostrum. Okay, so this is the result for the first leg of the four-wheel drive finals. I came home in, is that 5th place? 6th on the grid. Pretty decent race, really, but if we look at truck 6 there, there's a 35 quickest, but then there's 2 40s there, and there's another 41 at the bottom. I lost a lot of time to grip roll in a couple of the chicanes, just getting in there too hot. Tyres are gripping up and just chucks it on its roof. The last few laps, me and Gary Williamson had an absolute epic battle, and we was flying, and I thought I went for it on the very last lap, and we was nose to tail for ages, and then it didn't really work out, so I crashed again. Let him away. He got the 4th spot, and I was running 3rd at one point for the start of the race, and I was catching Kev, so things were going good, but KB came behind me in that one, unfortunately.
Yeah, went a bit hot on the first lap, jumped up the inside of Jonathan, first turn, all peaches and gravy, and then Michael went a bit soft into the next turn, and I just stoved it right into him. Did the right thing, waited for him, but put me to the back of the grid.
Oh shit, man.
I went to shit, mate. That
sounds like some of my races from earlier. So complete setup change. I changed the cambers, changed the toe on the front, shot positions. The car was quick, but not as quick as it was before, and I still need more grip, so I'm going to change tyres for the next run and risk it for a biscuit. This is the lineup. Leg 3, A final. We're having it. I got 5th in the last one. We're at leg 2. Put the results up somewhere. So another tyre change. We've gone with spikes on the front, pins on the rear. We had spikes all round in the second leg. It was sketchy as, but still pretty fast, just edgy to drive, you know. So this is the B final 4-wheel drive right now. Hey, go on Spendy, ripping up the Astro. Sue's on the roof, or is that Pete? Oh, that's Pete. Comes Liam Bone. Over the patio. Young Dayton just skips around the inside of Pete there. Pete's just going to mug him on the straight. Here he goes, like a rocket. And up the inside. Has he managed to keep the position? He's kept the position. Mind the concrete. Oh no, he's had a problem. Oh no, he's letting somebody through. Kev Britton in the green car. Pete's letting through. Round the final turn. Madness. Okay, let's get the car switched on. Let's line them up, ready to go. There we go, that's it. Day's over. Absolutely wrecked it in that final. car was super fast again, as it's been all day, but just an absolute shit fight in terms of traffic and getting smashed into. Me and Darren got absolutely stuck together, lost about 15 seconds. So a forgettable one. I don't know what the point scoring is. We're going to have a quick look at that in a second. I think Carlos may even have just done me by a point, possibly, so we're going to have a look at that. But no, all in all, fantastic weekend, great company, good track. Didn't do as well as I thought, but you know, anyway, it's racing, don't worry about it, it's all good.